So, because I'm such a fucking follower, I swore I wasn't gonna watch Stranger Things again. Because the main issue I had with Stranger fucking Things is get out of the town. There are monsters. The mall has blown up. People have died. More than once, several times. There are people listening to you. Move the fuck away. 2 or 3 characters heeded my advice and just moved away. They moved to California, or whatever. And the rest stayed there because why not? It's home, you know? Who cares if another monster comes and sucks your 6-year-old into the underworld? It's fine. We love it here. Rent is cheap. But, and you know, you gotta watch it for Winona Ryder's horrible acting. You do? Oh, I just don't know where we're gonna go. Oh, I always talk like I'm on the verge of either, an orgasm or a panic attack. I swear, I don't know what her acting school was, but it was, you know, the acting school of... So, but everybody was saying, I love horror movies, that this new season rocks. This new season's awesome. It's really horror. And I have to say, so far, I agree. So I'm only 2 episodes into the season 4, it is, yeah. And listen, and little spoiler, not much, but any like movie or TV show that has a cheerleader who's clearly pregnant but not saying anything about it, get lobbed into the air, her arms twisted all the way around, her legs twisted around, her eyeballs blown out, that should be a Christmas show shown every year. It should. But here's my biggest problem with the show. I am so annoyed with one of the characters. First of all, I'm getting tired of 11. I'm sorry. Can we get 12, 13, or 14 in on this? Because I'm kind of sick of her and her, you know, like she's constipated. I have to take a shit face when she's using her powers or whatever like that. She hasn't used her powers yet. I'm sure they're going to come back and everything like that. But I don't, she just irks me. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of the backstory. I'm tired of, you know, her when she had her little Ellen DeGeneres haircut, being in a lab somewhere. I don't care anymore. There were 80 other kids. Let's focus on someone else now. Let's get rid of her. Can we kill her off? Can we just kill a main character off already and make it a child? Because I just feel better about that. But the character that annoys me the most, and I always forget his name, so just, you know, it's Mike's friend, the other white boy. Not the one with the weird, the lisp and all that, who's got that disease, and, you know, I'm not going to rip on him for that. But the other one, the other white boy, I don't even know who the fuck he is. He is the most annoying, bitchy, I'm going to say Queenie, character on the fucking planet. Did you see him in his, every episode, he's a 16-year-old teenage girl having an issue. Like, so finally, and one, you know, Elle or whatever, she's getting bullied and everything like that. The kid looks like he's gonna do something, but he just makes his face the whole time she's getting bullied. It's just wrong. This is wrong. I should do something about it, but I just got my nails done. I just can't. You're picking on her again. Elle, it's gonna be okay, I promise. Listen, we'll go dress shopping again later, I promise. The one that got me, the one episode where I'm finishing off now, is Mike goes into town to see Elle again at their new place, and the whole time, the fucking other white boy is giving Mike the bitchy side eye. The whole time, like, you know, he comes off the plane and he's just like, fine, hug your girlfriend. Whatever. if that's what you like. Then they go to the roller rink. Elle clearly has a big issue that happens there. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but like a major incident takes place there. She has to go run and hide and all this shit. And the other boy is not so... Mike's looking out for his girl. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. And finally, the other boy goes, she's been lying to you. She doesn't have any friends. Seriously, she doesn't have any friends at all. It's really sad. It's just like, I told her, girl, I think it's that flannel you wear all the time. I mean, it's 1986. They're not even in yet. What is going on? But then he starts bitching to his friend. I mean, I've been feeling like a third wheel this whole time. And it's just like, I'm here too. And like, you know... It was just like a little bit of acknowledgement that I'm your friend. And the guy goes, she's my girlfriend, but I'm your friend. And I feel, I'm not going to say you're being a total bitch, but I just feel you're being kind of a C word. I'll see you next Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? This kid is irking the shit out of me. He has been a puss boy ever since day one, the character, I mean. Just a little pussy. And listen, I know a lot of stuff happened to him. He's been sucked in the other world. They should have kept him. With the upside down, that like has the opposite of everything else, right? When it's send back like a really cool, fun kid, like leave the dopey one, leave the whiny teenage bitch at home. I'm so sick. I don't want to see him in another episode. I don't want to see him one more time. Why are things like this? He was so weird. Remember the last Stranger Things season? He was like 13 or 14. His friends are like, getting boners and ready to go smoke weed. I'm just guessing. But they wanted to do grown stuff. And remember, he comes out in a Dungeons and Dragons like costume. He's like, you guys, we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons. The guy's like, we're not kids anymore. Did you think we'd always be at your house playing Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, he looked like such a tool. He had like a little sword and shit like that. That's when it's time, Winona Ryder, to go, oh, okay, Demogorgon, take him. I can have another. Please, I'll take my other son with the weird face who, he's clearly portraying a 17-year-old, but he's obviously 55. I like my son who's a senior citizen. I don't want this other one. Does anybody else feel this way about this kid? I can't stand him. And I'm ready to watch another episode now. I'm just going to get annoyed all over again. But I just had to come on here and say that, yeah, let's just kill all the kids. Like, honestly, on Stranger Things, I don't mean in real life or anything. Like, let's just unalive all of them. Can we just get rid of them? I think what should happen at the very last episode, and I haven't seen it yet, is they think everything's good, everything's fine, and it is, but they get hit by a bus driven by Christian missionaries, and their guts is splattered all over the place. And the last thing you see is Winona Ryder, and that the Hopper guy is sitting there, it's kind of sad. Can I fuck you now? Seriously? Oh, we gotta have a grief period. And then just, like a Demogorgon even, like coming out of the woods, sees the blood intestines everywhere, Eleven's head is over here, Mike's, like, toes are fucking in the sky, and on little tree branches impaled, and the Demogorgon's like, fuck, even that's too much for me. All right, my bad. I should have fucked with those kids. I gotta go back to the lab now. Oh, but that kid, I can't take him anymore. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of the little Max girl with her bad attitude. I mean, the only character I like on the show are monsters. I mean, really. And that new kid who's like the heavy metal kid. And I do have to say, though, just to give it a compliment, because I shit all over it, how well they have portrayed the 80s is insane. I lived through that shit. I wasn't in high school in 86. But, usually they'll show an 80s classroom and the girls got like, they're all Madonna lookalikes, and some guys wearing a big leather jacket with like stuff. Their hair is really, really up to here, and it was never like that in most schools. But this one is eerily on point. Like, all of those kids that were dressed a certain way, there were kids dressed like that in my school. They did their 80s fucking research down to the fucking video store and all that. But yeah, I just had a few gripes, had to get out there. Let me know what your thoughts are, and drop below what you want me to react to or talk about next. I will be putting something on the React channel in a few days. I got some stuff to do before that. But yeah, like, subscribe, because I guess it matters. Please. I'll give you a lap dance. Promise. Later.